Stars gathered in Century City at a pre-party for the 43rd NAACP Image Awards.
With you being a prolific political activist, how do you feel about President Obama's performance so far?
He's doing great, and the polls show it. You know, he has brought 100,000 troops home from Iraq. The economy is turning around. The automotive industry is turning around. Jim had his best quarter ever this time around, and so with the economy looking up, his prospects are looking up, and I certainly hope he wins.
Were you here to support him the other day when he was in town? Were you here to support him when he was in town?
No, I was caught between Newark, New Jersey with Whitney's family and Don Cornelius' family. So we just left a memorial service for Don Cornelius tonight, and then on the way back to Newark to be with Whitney for her celebration of life, and her mother, Sissy Houston, this week. So it's been that kind of week for us.
Thank you. You're very easy on the eye. Very nice looking.
Thank you. Good, you know, picking a host.
Thank you. So what do you have going on these days? We know besides acting, you do some writing. Are you writing any plays or?
Actually, writing a little bit of everything. We just shot Note to Self, which is a film of mine. So that'll be out this amazing, amazing cast. And a blessing to pull it together. You know, Tridestin and Image and Swirl and everybody. So I'm excited for the world to get that. And then Dysfunctional Friends just came out with great story, great cast. So it's a lot going on. And I'm on season 2 of Let's Stay Together on BT.
And for the project you just mentioned that you wrote, what is the premise?
It's a romantic comedy. It's a college romantic comedy. Very fun, very light, but it has a lot of meat in it as well to hold it down, so it's not buffoonery. You know, it's a really good story. I played Curtis King, and you know, I had to lose a little weight, shave the beard and everything. He's a college senior and his world falls apart. When he expects it to be the easiest year of his life, you know, everything literally falls apart.
Speaking of relationships, are you in one right now?
I would like to be. Right now I'm single, unfortunately. So, you know, I'm looking for an amazing black woman, so we'll see.
And what would be an amazing black woman?
Good question. She asked great questions, don't she, y'all? Well, she would have to be spiritual. I'm a Christian. Yeah, my name is Christian. I don't have a choice. So she would have to be spiritual. You know, keep herself up. Got drive of her own. The kind of woman who's gonna be fine on her own and just be better with me. You know, a good teammate, a great teammate. Sense of humor, that kind of stuff.
I notice even outside of the entertainment industry, just regular people, it's hard finding love or finding someone, especially being here in LA. Why do you think that is?
Dating sucks in LA. I'm sorry, no other way to say it. Dating is awful in LA. I don't know why, but I know the industry doesn't make it any easier.
Well, I don't want to keep you, but it's definitely a pleasure talking to you, and we definitely look out for your projects.
Thank you, and I appreciate you guys having me.
You always look so nice on the red carpet. You're welcome. What are you doing to keep yourself in such great shape?
Well, you know, I'm lucky. I started off as a performer who did musicals, who used to do rehearsals for 8 hours a day. So to go to the gym for an hour a day is nothing to me.
How important is a healthy lifestyle aside, I'm sure you exercise or dance? What about your eating habits?
I'm a Southern girl, so you know my eating can be kind of bad sometimes, but I know the tricks of the trade to get it back fast.
Tell us what's going on with your girls' assorted flavors.
I'm so glad you asked that question. You know, I actually wrote my first screenplay. It's called Timeless. I'm going to be shooting it in Memphis, Tennessee. I've been shopping it around, and we're close to a buyer and shooting. So you'll see it's about a woman who has a dance school in Memphis, Tennessee, which will be me. I wrote it for myself, of course. And it'll feature the group. It'll feature me. And I'm hoping Morris Chestnut, I think we confirmed him as my lead guy. It's going to be a lot of singing, dancing. Think like a female Purple Rain / Stomp the Yard.
It sounds exciting. Like a lot of other celebrities out here, you seem to always come in and out of relationships. Is it hard for you to find a long-term relationship being in this type of industry?
I wouldn't say I'm in and out of relationships. I think people, for the most part, rather than try to get the scoop on what's going on, they just make their own assumption. You know, so for the most part, you know, if I'm just out with a young lady, they'll just assume. I mean, I've never really gotten a chance to, like, sit up there and talk about if I was with this person or not, you know, more than a lot of times, you know. So, I mean, for the most part, even if you are affiliated with somebody, I think it's all about you and that person, you know, keeping that between yourselves.
Are you with someone right now?
No, I'm just definitely single and loving having the #1 record and just working hard, getting ready to tour.
So you do a lot of performances internationally.
Yeah.
So how is that?
Oh, it's amazing. It definitely inspires my work. I get 2 for 1. I get to see beautiful places around the world, you name it. I mean, make tons of money.
You were at the premiere of Good Deeds the other day. Are we going to be seeing you in that movie?
I'm not in the movie, you know, I'm just a big fan of Tyler Perry's work. You know, he's a guy who's always, you know, doing the same thing I do. You know, I'm always trying to bring people joy, and he does that, does a magnificent job in doing that with his films. And I'm a big fan of him since day one. And his story, you know, just coming from nothing to something, that's always something that triggers me and makes me want to go out and support him.
And is acting an interest of yours?
Oh yeah, I look forward to doing that real soon.
Okay, good to see you, Flav.
Thanks, well, God bless.
Claudia, you look lovely in your green dress.
I love the brown. I love earth tones, although I went for the total opposite tonight, but you look pretty.
So how's it going? How are things with you?
Things are great. I mean, the last couple years were really slow, but all of a sudden, like, all these projects have been coming to me, and I feel really blessed. Kind of just like a lesson to kind of power through when things are going bad, or, you know, not going the way you want, to just kind of keep a positive attitude, and eventually you'll find your way. So I got a part in this movie called The Runner. It's about the Olympics and like the steroid allegations, and I'm training for that, so I'm like 10 pounds heavier right now, but I'm going to be playing a track star on the way to the Olympics, and it's going to be a great film. I can't wait to do it. And I'm also about to work on this other show. It's right up my alley. It's like a video clip show, and a lot of folks can see how funny I am.
Now, with someone like you with such a great figure, how's it putting on the pounds? Is that hard? Do you feel uncomfortable?
I didn't really mean to at first, to be honest with you. I was lazy for a while, gained the weight, but now I've been in the gym, like really like hitting it. I got up to 150, which is a lot for me. And I used to be a model, so I used to be like 128. I ripped 5 pairs of jeans. Like the belt loops, I pull them up and I rip them all. One time they ripped in the crotch, I'm like, man, I gotta lay at the ice cream. But now I'm getting it together, I'm getting more toned, and my legs are getting cut, and I like it. So I actually like the extra curves. I've gotten more attention from my male friends are calling me now like, hey, is that picture retouched? I'm like, no, that's me. They're like, oh, what you do tomorrow? I'm like, get out of here.
Is there anyone special in your life right now?
Just me.
So solo on Valentine's Day?
Yeah. No, I was home. I've been really holding out. I've been celibate for a while, and I feel like we've made sex and relationships so casual. Everybody kind of just jumps in, and I was guilty of that as well, like just starting a relationship so quickly. And I think the fellas have forgotten how to court us because we don't demand it anymore, and I'm kind of going back to the old school, you know? So the guy that wants to put in that effort, that's going to be the one for me.
I heard some information recently with your ex-boyfriend. He was in the news, a situation. What was that about?
Well, I actually was married for a few months. A lot of people don't know about it because we kept it on the low. And it was a situation with his on-again, off-again girlfriend, and I had never met her before. But basically she sucker punched me in a club on the top of my head. So I wasn't going to come out tonight, but you know what? I'm not going to let somebody hold me down. It's unfortunate, but you know.
How'd you respond to that?
I kept my hands down and I called the police.
Okay, so very classy.
I have no choice. That's the only way I want to be. So.
Well, it's good to see you, Claudia. Keep up the good work. Hi, Brescia. How are you? Good.
Good.
Thank you. How do you feel about your nomination for Love That Girl?
I feel awesome. Love That Girl. I'm so excited. It's a show on TV One. And we're just so excited to be nominated as a show. It's starring Tatiana Ali, Alfonso Macaulay, Phil Morris. Martin Lawrence is the executive producer. And we're just so happy to be a presence in the NAACP Image Awards. Yeah.
Is this your first major role in a television show?
No, I've been on ER. I just did Private Practice. I've been on a lot of different shows. I just had an article in Jet Magazine talking about all the things that I've done. And I'm also a stand-up comedian. Yeah.
Profile Entertainment. Yes. I'd love to talk to you. Celebrity Profile Entertainment.
No, I'm not done with you yet.
Oh, you're not done with me.
I loved you on The Parenthood.
Thank you.
And 5 Heartbeats.
Yes.
That was one of my favorite movies. Now, with you being a filmmaker, what's going on with your foundation?
Well, right now I've been focused on making movies. My new film is called In the Hive. We're going to premiere at the Memphis International Film Festival, and it stars Loretta Devine, Michael Clark Duncan, Vivica Fox, and all these young actors.
What's the synopsis on that movie?
It's based on a true story of a woman in North Carolina that created this school for alternative kids.
And when's that coming out?
We're looking for distribution now, but it'll premiere at the Memphis International Film Festival next month.
Sounds good. Thanks, Robert.
Thanks again for talking. You too. Yeah, you know, I love you guys.